God judges us on our input rather than our output. He judges us based on our labor rather than the fruits of our labor. He judges us on the work we put in and the effort we put in rather than the results themselves. Input rather than output. And this is clear from Matthew 25, the parable of the gold bags. So there's three different servants, one given 5 gold bags, one given 2 gold bags, and one given a single gold bag, each according to their own ability. And then there's the master himself who represents God. And the three different servants are like three believers given different levels of talents, i.e., abilities, by God. And so we see that the first servant was given 5 gold bags but returned 5 more to the master. And the second servant was given 2 gold bags but returned 2 more to the master. So their output was different. One returned 5 gold bags, one returned 2 gold bags. But we see from the praise given to the one who produced 5 in verse 21 and the praise given to the one who produced 2 in verse 23 that their praise was exactly the same. Well done, good and faithful servant. You've been faithful in a few things. I'll put you in charge of many. Come and share in your master's happiness. So their input was the same. Verses 16 and 17, they put the money to work, but their output was different. 5 gold bags versus 2 gold bags, but their praise was the same. Input the same, output different, praise the same. What does that tell us? That God judged them on their input rather than their output, because the similarity of their praise was dependent on the similarity of their input. If it was based on output, then the praise would have differed, but it didn't. And then to the final servant who was given 1 gold bag, he wasn't judged on the fact that he produced 0 gold bags. He was judged on the fact that he didn't do the bare minimum input to try and produce any gold bags, which was to put the money on deposit. So again, he was judged on input rather than output. And as believers, we need to remember that we might be in a situation where it looks like we have more talents or more gifts than another person. That doesn't mean that God's more pleased with us if that other person is doing more to get out of what God has given them than we are. And similarly, if we're in a position where we have less talents than someone else, that doesn't mean that God is less pleased with us than the other person, because he will judge us based on whether we do the maximum to get the most out of what he has given us rather than the actual output itself.